So, we have just left the new Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh my goodness. First off, guys, this is the bestest Spider-Man movie ever.
Okay, just to start.
10 stars. It's 10 stars. Marvel is the greatest thing ever.
No, you have to pull Meltzer. 5 out of 5.
No, Meltzer. No, Meltzer, 6 stars. I think there will be no other movie to ever question
if Meltzer reviews Spider-Man Homecoming. 6 stars.
I will say this. Now, the reason why I say that is because most people who are what they would call Marvel heads, and when I say Marvel heads of not so much the comics.
It's perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Not so much the comics, but you're a fan of the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even some comic book fans, I can see them coming out here and saying 5 stars. Me and Chris are going to say this right now. It's not 5 stars.
4.5.
But it's 4.5. Look, I give it straight up 4.5. Okay. And this is coming from a dude that loves Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think it nailed everything that you wanted out of Spider-Man. Only reason why I didn't say it's perfect because it is fucking hard to get a perfect comic book movie to me. Yeah. It is fucking insanely hard, man.
There are Soldier being one of them. That shit was fucking legit.
Look, I think here's the funny thing. I think I say Avengers was a 5, but I think Winter Soldier was better than that. Winter Soldier is my favorite Marvel movie. I think that's the best one. But still, it's hard to say what's a 5. What's a 5? Like Dark Knight, yeah, that's a fucking 5. Yeah. So there's a bar. There's an actual bar. Yeah. I think this comes close to there are 2 different type of bars. There's the DC bar and there's the Marvel bar. This touches the Marvel bar, but it's not 5 stars. And I'm sorry, I feel bad for saying that, but it's not 5 stars. Let's go ahead.
Let's attack this one thing. All right.
Yes, we can.
You know, me and D, we've been doing this podcast, and now look, I'll read rumors and I'll read spoilers. It doesn't affect me.
It doesn't affect me
because 9 times out of 10, especially with Marvel movies, a lot of those rumors turn out to be bullshit.
Yes,
now with Spider-Man, there was a couple things. Now Abraham Ahab, the dude from the black kid from Beast of No Nation, he's not Miles Morales.
Let's get it out of the way. Also, I know a lot of you black people, a lot of you blurs think that Donald Glover is like your spirit animal, and really he's like not, because he's like way more niggerish than all of you.
He is funny in this movie.
But he is funny in this movie. Here's the thing. Bring it in with him. Whatever rumor you read, bring it in.
Yeah.
Bring it all the way in.
Marvel did the thing like they did back in Phase 1 where they're planting seeds.
Now,
you remember Iron Man 2? Everybody was like, look at that map, Wakanda. And I'm like, yeah, Marvel's starting to plant seeds.
Now, look, see, I'm all for the planting seeds. I'm all for the Easter eggs you do.
Because you're future-proofing.
Yeah, you really are. Which gets me is like, so why did you hate it when they did it in Batman versus Superman? Whatever. Whatever. No. Whatever. Different discussion. Different discussion. Actually, me and Chris, me and Chris had we talked to each other that day before, and we'll probably let all of you know how we feel about that, because we really came down to one thing: the difference between DC and Marvel when it comes to their movies. This is neither here or there for that. Yeah. So fuck all that.
But those rumors, like Abraham, he is not Miles Morales. They do plant seeds for Miles Morales.
Yes, they do. But even then, it's like they plant a seed, but it's like it's in the same way of, hey, did you know that Spider-Man was in Iron Man 2? No way! That shit. It's not on that level. It's just one of those things that I know people are going to be jerking off to in 4 years from now. You know what I mean?
2. The movie. This is kind of a light spoiler. This is probably the only spoiler we put in this thing. Probably a light spoiler actually. So the thing about Zendaya being MJ, she's not MJ per se, and I'll leave it like that.
You know what? I got it. Don't worry. I'm not going to give it away. If y'all got pissed off at the end of Dark Knight Rises, get pissed off at what happened to her.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all I need to say.
Her as a character, she's fine.
Oh, she's actually fine.
Perfect. She complements everything.
She is.
But just like what you think,
bring it in.
Bring it in a little bit.
Bring it in. Also, I told Chris as a joke, and it's not a joke no more. I get it. Bendis wants to clearly tell you that he's a white guy that likes black women. So
you see it laugh. But okay, so I had to address all that. Like, just any rumors that you thought and you hyped yourself for,
just bring it in. Because all of them are pretty much bullshit. I can say this: I didn't expect Jon Favreau to be in the movie as much as he was in this.
But he worked.
Yeah, he worked. Of course he did.
But if we talk about the story overall, the trailers again. if you're one of those people that one joke that this is Iron Man 4, stop. Because
It's not at all.
Me and D called the shit. I was like, look, Iron Man is going to barely be in the movie, which he's barely in. He's literally 8 minutes.
He's in there
throughout the fucking.
And
movie.
He's in there so sparingly that it doesn't really do nothing. It doesn't
kill it.
Doesn't kill it at all. Doesn't even have any impact.
If you read
solid
comics,
impact.
it's kind of like how, like, if you read a Daredevil comic and all of a sudden Captain America pops up in Hell's Kitchen for like a hot second.
That's actually
like not even Captain America. Steve Rogers happened to be in Hell's Kitchen getting a cup of coffee at the local fucking shop and shit. And it's like, oh hey, guess what? Yeah, what's going on, Danny? I'm not Danny. What's going on, Matt? How's the law firm going? And that's about it. That's what Tony Stark does in this movie. It's like, all right,
it's not that much of him. The Avengers stick they do have in here is the running gag of Captain America doing PSAs, which I think is fucking awesome.
That makes sense. If you got to put Captain to work, fuck it.
You gotta do anything to Cap, do that shit. As far as the action, there's only. The last action scene is probably the only action scene where it was kind of difficult to tell what the fuck was going on, and that's actually a very good thing, because the one complaint that I have a lot about these comic book movies have been coming out in the last few years was that the action was kind of like, I get what you're trying to do, and it's hard to follow sometimes. Wonder Woman wasn't like that, and Wonder Woman wasn't like that. Even What's the Face wasn't like that. Not Civil War, kinda was like that.
One thing I like about
this movie was really easy to follow the action, and it was very Spider-Man like action. It was great.
One thing I like about it is, and that's kind of the one thing that I like when you go kind of buck against the pace of like, we gotta make this big action set piece, because that's what I liked about Civil War's finale. Yeah, you had the airport fight, but when you get that intimate fight between Iron Man and Stark and Bucky, it was good.
It was,
it wasn't no big explosions.
No, it wasn't, because it didn't need it. Of course, it didn't need it.
I like
how you say that, but then jerk off, and it's jerk off at a Michael Bay movie. I like how you do that.
Yeah, it's weird. But like, I like stuff like even Ant-Man's finale. I love that finale.
I did. You know what? I actually didn't. I did. You know what? That's probably the reason why I didn't like Ant-Man as much as I hyped my own self up.
I like the shtick of it, of them being miniature.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool, but at the same time, I'm like, this is getting kind of wacky.
But you know what? It was Ant-Man. It had to be fucking wacky.
It had to be.
Plus Paul fucking Rudd, though.
But don't do that. Like, Paul Rudd is like a comedic genius. Don't do that. You're not going.
Hey, we say he's the next Groot, all right?
No. John, I know Apatow make him think like, oh, he's a genius. No, he's not. He's a benefit of decent acting.
No, but like,
he's a product of decent acting.
The whole story, and what I did love about it is, and this is something the previous movies really didn't get, is that Spider-Man be getting his ass whooped.
I think, that being said, Spider-Man did get his ass kicked in all of the first three movies. He got his ass kicked.
But not this.
No, he got his ass destroyed by fucking Sandman. And the second one, Doc Ock.
Well, Sandman until
Doc Ock fucked him up. And the first one, Green Goblin fucked him up. I think in this one, it's really. I think the reason why you're really praising in this one, at least in my opinion, is because it's a little kid getting this. It's really a 15-year-old.
15-year-old.
I do get why all of us kind of like, scoffed at the high school idea of Tobey Maguire and all that, and this, that, all that.
Because you got to realize, about it, early 2000s, we were getting like 20-year-olds being.
We were used to that. We were used to that.
I know what you did last summer.
We was used to that Dawson's Creek type bullshit, man.
Like 23, and it's like, I'm supposed to believe you.
And because it was one of the things that happened in the 90s where they believed that child actors weren't good no more. Which is why what happened.
Which is why I love Scary Movie when they make fun of that shit. It's like, so we're a bunch of grown ass people in high school.
I know, right? Just a bunch of grown ass motherfuckers in high school. I think that's what makes this one. I think at least
they look like high schoolers.
At least they look like high schoolers in this one. Yeah, Michael Keaton was great. Bo Keaton, look, I'm gonna put this out here for everybody that's gonna start. Oh man, the Shocker was awesome. No, he wasn't.
It was actually
he wasn't.
There was actually two different.
See, spoiler. Well, it's not really a spoiler.
Not a spoiler. There was two different Shockers. They went by because they were actually in the comic was two different Shockers.
But still, Bo Keaton Woodbine in this is like
he was Bo Keaton
Woodbine, and I don't want to hear nobody act like, oh man, he was so great as a Shocker. Shut the fuck up.
Put it this way.
Here's my thing: if you hated Electro and you give Shocker away, fuck you. Like, yo, because Bo Keaton barely did anything in this movie.
Put it this way. You remember, now, here's another thing. There was a picture online of the Shocker in the full suit. I'm thinking they didn't use that because they're saving that for later.
I think it was bullshit also. I think it was just one of those things where it's like, damn, nah, throw it away.
Because I remember when they showed it, I was like, that's not bad. But then I did see them keep the vest shit. So I'm like, okay, clearly they kept the vest thing. Was like, all right.
And then again, every time they showed it like that, it was a dark setting. Yeah. So whatever.
But like I said, he was serviceable as Shocker because they were henchmen to Vulture, and it made sense.
Yeah, I
so
guess
it's like you're not expecting them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're henchmen.
As henchmen go,
they're henchmen.
Now, for me,
he's not better than fucking Bob, guys. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Bob's number one.
He's not. Bob's number one. Shocker is just Shocker. He's dead.
Now, D knows this, and I'm a fan of obscure characters. All right. Now, I like what they did with the Tinkerer. He's actually good.
Here's the thing about that. Don't do what Chris is doing. Bring it in.
Yeah, I have to bring it in, but I like the idea of it because it isn't just they just got technology and they somehow are able to use it. It's like, all right, they got a proxy for. They are clearly setting something up bigger, and we'll probably talk about it either on our own podcast or a spoiler one. Yeah, there's clearly more to what there's more to what they're doing in this movie. As far as the writing, I thought the writing was great. I thought the action pieces, like I said again, they were great. If there were any down spots, there's a couple, and again, Stan Lee cameo is top tier, awesome.
Yeah, Stan Lee was there. Yeah, of course, everybody claps.
Longer cameo than normal, by the way.
Longer than it was in Guardians. I'll tell you that much.
Before this, the longer one was Guardians 2, and then before that one was Age of Ultron.
And see, it's kind of funny, because I know somebody's going to ask us. So, is this better than Wonder Woman? Here's the thing about that.
It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Despite us ranking it higher, it's apples and oranges, actually.
Here's the thing. Wonder Woman was origin.
Yeah.
The thing that I like about this movie is, and that's what was cool about it, introducing him in Civil War.
This is a soft bullshit. This is a soft origin story.
Cut the bullshit with Ben dying. Peter.
Responsibility. None of that.
He's Spider-Man for 6 months or whatever. He's already Spider-Man. Established that shit. Boom. Done.
Yeah. They already established a lot of that, so there's none of that thing weighing it down. And that's what it is that weigh down.
He has a relationship with May, who, let's be real about this, the running gag was the whole thing of May's hot.
Look, let me put it this way. This is one of the uglier performances from Miss Marissa Tomei. What do you mean uglier, D? I mean that, y'all, I get it. Y'all want to drink her bath water and call her mama.
Here's the problem.
Stop.
Here's the problem. Here's what Marvel did. They did like how DC did with Diane Lane. Like, Diane, you're a little too hot. Right? Put some makeup on. We're gonna put some we're gonna age down a little bit with some makeup.
Yo, they straight up had to do that shit with Diane Lane.
Well, Marissa Tomei, they was like, all right, we're gonna put you grandma glasses on, and we're gonna have your pants jacked up high.
Oh yeah, and because her pants were jacked up high, it came down to one of the most soul crushing realities that a lot of guys are gonna have, and I'm just gonna prepare you for it. Marissa Tomei has no type of ass.
Correction.
Like don't correction. No, don't you dare come in here and try to. Don't you save her.
No, it's what I.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
It's what I said in the theater. She had ass for a hot second in the wrestler because she had to gain weight.
No. You know what that was? It's the same effect as hey, keep it wrestling. It's the same effect as Sasha Banks putting on them hot pants. Oh man, look at her booty. Let her take that shit off and watch that booty disappear.
Sasha Banks got a little bit of a
no, she doesn't. More than Marissa Tomei. Yes, she does.
Marissa Tomei has white girl ass.
I like that Marissa Tomei this is actually probably one of the first movies where Marissa Tomei actually looked like her fucking age. And let me make that clear. I'm not throwing stones at her, not at all.
She still looks nice. But
still looks like she's a very nice looking lady. Here's the thing about Marissa Tomei. She's not as milfy as y'all make her out to be, is what I'm trying to say.
She bought into the wrestler, like, she had to gain weight.
Oh yeah, she had to gain weight a little bit. She had to learn how to swing that pole. She looked like she had the little smoky eyes. Looked like she done crack a little bit. You know what I mean?
Awesome. And even on top of that, her and the Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey are like, all right. Get the bang Marissa Tomei.
All right, get the bang Marissa Tomei in this. Did you know that? Hey, did you know that Marissa's actually 15 years older than me? Yeah, she really is.
The funny thing about Lincoln Lawyer, Marissa Tomei was enjoying that show of like, oh, I get to see Matthew McConaughey's ass.
All right. Double show here. I actually think of Matthew McConaughey. Well, I can't do this. Why? See, I can't. Only way I have sex with an older woman is she's pregnant. What, Matthew? Like.
Anyways, like she played a good Aunt May. She was very worried and stuff. It was crazy too because again they had to really like make her be an aunt and stuff. I'm like, you're trying too hard, movie.
Also, I like the fact that Marvel could bust that nut and put Star Wars in their movie. It was like, oh fuck you. Speaking of which, there's one awesome thing that happens, and it happens at the very beginning of the movie. When you see the Sony logo, to me, I had everybody laughing because Sony literally said, all right, don't get it fucked up. I know what you're going to say. Ooh, it's a Marvel movie. But then, hey, don't get it fucked up.
But then Marvel came in and was like, oh, that's cool, Sony, but we're going to put Spiderman in a little...
Marvel Studios. Like, no, but then again, here's Sony. All right, don't get it fucked up. We still own this shit.
I'm calling it right now.
I'm cool with that, man.
I'm calling it right now, right?
Because, here's the thing. Real quick. I will say this. How's that a bad thing, actually? I actually fine with that idea. I'm fine with Marvel Studios literally working with other studios. That's the way it should be, in my opinion.
But here's the thing. Let's put Sony in a debacle right now. See, here's the thing. All right, so... Sony is at a crossroads right now. Now, the rumor, when Amy Pascal came out and was like, oh yeah, the Venom movies and stuff is part of the MCU, and you saw Feige kind of give her a look like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry, what we doing what again?
He had to look like, the fuck you talking about? And she walked to bed like, they're not part of the MCU. Here's the thing, Sony, if they put it in MCU, at that point, they're basically saying, hey, we can't fucking make these movies anymore because we're incapable of doing it.
I don't think it's that bad.
So here's the thing.
I don't think it's as bad as I don't think it's that severe. I know,
but they're in a pickle right now because here's the thing. A lot of people are going to expect that Venom movie to tie into Spider-Man. Now, if you're a Venom fan, you can't do a Venom without Spider-Man.
You can. No, hold up. You can. Here's the problem. I don't think people will want you to do that. The whole thing, see, and you know what? And I gotta be honest with you.
You get away with it in the comics with Flash Thompson because he's his own person.
But no, in this one, I think you can do it. But here's the problem with that. I think Venom is movie poison. I got a feeling that he might end up being movie poison. Like, you really want that to fucking work, and it doesn't.
I mean, yeah, you got Tom Hardy.
Because cool. Here's my problem. You already done raised the bar because everybody's going to relate, oh, man, he was badass as Bane, so automatically he's going to be badass as this. Because people are going to find excuses to say that their favorite thing is going to be the favorite, is going to be the best.
Is going to be in it, but again.
Now, see, more so than Venom. Why is Carnage here?
Thank you.
And that's even bigger.
To me,
see, Venom by himself can work. Venom and Carnage, no Spider-Man? How? Why?
Thank you.
That doesn't make any sense.
And that's why I'm saying they put themselves in the pickle. Now, Silver Sable and Black Cat, you can do it because you can make them their own, like, oh, Silver Sable and Black Cat.
But then again, with all this, is like, yo, let's take our time and see what happens after this.
That's why
because I think Sony's not gonna hit, pedal to the metal. But at the same time, we know Sony, they can't hold in a nut for nothing.
Here's what Sony's gonna do. Now, we had a debate about this. Some people think Spider-Man Homecoming's not gonna hit $1 billion. It's gonna hit $1 billion.
I don't think it hit. I don't know.
It'll hit $1 billion, but it ain't gonna hit like $1.1 billion or anything like that.
I don't know because
it'll just get $1 billion.
Because I think that teenagers are gonna watch it. I think kids are gonna watch this. I think parents are gonna watch this.
You underestimate the overseas people, right?
No, it ain't. No. I'm not talking about that either.
Domestically.
I'm not. No,
when do you see it domestically?
No. What I'm trying to say is this. I just don't see it hitting $1 billion. I think it's going to make a shit ton of money. I don't see the actual $1 billion being written out. I just don't. I don't know where it's going to fall at. I think it's going to make money hand over fist regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think if it hits $1 billion, it ain't going to hit $1 billion until after the movie's on the home video market. You know what I mean?
man.
That's why I see. I think this
our favorite country, China.
No, I don't really. I got a feeling that China ain't gonna watch this movie. Like, where are the lasers?
Nah. China actually has a full blown like diorama of fucking Spider-Man.
So the fuck what? They had the same thing out for. They had the same thing out for motherfucking Pirates of the Caribbean, and they didn't save it that one time.
Actually, they did save Pirates.
No, they ain't save Pirate. They ain't save Pirate. The fourth one. They ain't saved the fourth one, man.
Dude, this recent Pirates movie made $800 million overseas.
No, I'm saying no. It didn't save the fourth one, man.
It was enough to greenlit the fifth one.
They were going to greenlit that fifth one. You underestimate the power of Disney and not giving a shit. Why do you do that, man?
Not giving a shit is the fact that Disney didn't promote 5 and it still fucking made money for
Again, I said you underestimate the power of Disney not giving a shit, knowing that they're going to make money. Knowing that they're going to make money.
Well, also, Depp did beat the shit out of fucking Amber Heard, so they was like, let's back off on that.
Here's my thing about that. I don't care. I didn't know who Amber Heard was. Oh, that's her. Damn, that's fucked up, B. Did you look? Here, look, and I have to hate to be a man, but did you start it?
which funny part.
Funny story.
Funny part about that confirmation. She didn't start it. It was Depp being a dick.
It was Depp being a dick. Like, I like how everybody tried to make that deal. Like, see, Johnny Depp's an asshole. Like, here's me. Wow. Here's me. Wow. Johnny, like, wow. So you mean to tell me the character actor is a fucking asshole? The character actor that goes in, like, shut up, bye. But anyway, that's not even gotcha. Anyway,
let's get back to the movie. So Peter's best friend, Ned. Now,
fat kid.
Now everybody was pissed because in Miles Morales' book, Genki is the fat Asian kid, and in this movie they got another fat Asian kid.
I don't think he's Asian. Is he Asian? If he is Asian,
either which way, they're mad because it's like, see, they're taking Miles Morales' story, and I'm looking at it like, so a fat.
You know what? That's my thing. And that's my thing. Black folk. I'm gonna need y'all to shut the fuck up.
We're back.
I'm gonna need all of you shut the fuck up. Alright? For real.
Because number one.
Stop. This ain't that movie.
I'm just saying, I'm a patient person. I was one of those people that was like, when everybody was like, Black Panther in phase 1, why did they do it? I was like, hey, pump your brakes. Like, you can't just throw Black Panther in phase 1 and just say, hey.
And the reason why I'm like that is because this is how we got Spider-Man 3 being so fucked up, because fans wanted everything in it.
Put Venom in there. Okay.
Put this in there. Put that in there. Oh, it needs to be longer.
That's why I'm like, if they plant the Miles seed, he's gonna come 8 years down the road. We'll see how it plays.
Look, I got this one thing. Like, so we're gonna get a Miles Morales movie, and here's Marvel. Yeah, we're not gonna make no movies for a minute. We're done with all of our phases.
Movies coming next year.
Look, I gotta feel like we're done with all our phases right now. We're just
consolidate this.
We're gonna wait for a while, and everybody gonna get mad.
They gonna fucking segue into anime movies and shit.
Oh man, and I just gotta be like segue into anime movies, and you know I just gotta be real. Then they step into some boundary they're not used to. It's like stop, Marvel. This is not your game. Like all of a sudden DC like, wait a minute, why the fuck we ain't put these in movie theaters? Like ours is better.
But you have
look, ours is better. And then the first one they put it there. See, it made that. See, yeah, ours is better. Like what? Why did we wait? Why did we wait? Huh? What do you mean the deal didn't want us to do it?
so you got Ned. He plays his best friend and he works. Yeah.
I think I think all the kids work.
Flash Thompson was cool.
Flash, I like the fact that Flash was a nerdy douche bully. He wasn't even a bully. I just hated the one line he said that I wanted to throw my fucking wallet at the screen. He's like, you're dead, Parker. I'm like, you didn't even do shit. You didn't even do shit. How did that deserve a "you're dead, Parker" line?
Wrong, and he one upped him.
Yeah, I got it wrong. You one up me. You're dead, Parker. He even finished his fucking revenge for that.
There was a funny scene later on in the movie when he's spoiling Peter's Spider-Man and stuff. That's actually like, okay, that's funny. Okay.
You know what? I gotta say it right now because a bunch of people are gonna say it. Oh, they made fun of DC because Peter went into intimidation mode and he sounded like Arrow and Batman. Here's me. Shut the fuck up. That was funny because it was like Peter, what are you doing? Because I love that scene. I love that because it was like
you know what?
Pete,
Donald believed it for a second. No, but that was the funny part. Light spoiler. So that was the funny part is that Donald's character wasn't stupid because initially he's like, oh shit, and he's like, hold up, Didn't you talk like a girl just the other night?
He like, man, I heard you, and I know how a girl sounds like. He's like, girl?
What's going on? I'm not a girl.
He's like, you see this? This doesn't work for you. I'm like, thank you. Like that's the reason why. Like somebody told me, like, why did Arrow do that shit? Because it's dark and he's about to slam your head on the fucking hood. That's why.
Now, I will say this. I love Michael Keaton as a Vulture. He worked. In fact,
here's the thing about Michael Keaton. I will say, as good as he was, bring it in just a little bit, just a little bit, because he was good.
He got
but don't hit this
into Birdman mode.
No, he wasn't Birdman mode. No, not at all. He was good, but don't sit there and act like, oh my god, he's one of the best villains. No.
I would say Vulture as a villain.
He's good. He worked. That's all it is.
Wait, his motivations made sense. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I liked how the Vulture, because my thing was like this: when they announced that the Vulture was being it, in my head off the break, I was like, oh god, please don't do a variation of that goofy ass green costume. Please, for the love. Okay, thank you. Okay,
they at least you know that's the one thing. I don't think they would. I don't think they would have done it anyway, man. You know what I mean?
They did a variation of it. That was my initial.
They did some type of variation of it in a way when you think about it.
But I like the way it worked, because the whole crux of it is they're using like remains of the Chitauri tech, which makes sense because that's something in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that they touched on, is that the black market is open now, because it makes sense. You have fucking alien tech, somebody's gonna fucking take that shit.
And that's and
we saw it in Luke Cage.
And again, this is one of those things where I say it benefited off the fact that they actually set up a whole universe around it. This is not no separate thing where it's not separate in the whole universe of Marvel.
We saw Hydra use it.
Yeah.
We saw it in Luke Cage with Hammer Tech, where they took some of the stuff from the Chitauri with the magic bullet.
This is one of those.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had it, so yeah, this makes sense to have like another group. And like I said, they're planting seeds. So when you get Sinister Six, it's like, well, how did they become? Oh, that's where they got the weapons. All right, cool. All right, there.
I think, and like I said, I think with this movie, people are gonna appreciate what the fuck was in it.
They established Peter's world in his rogue galleries, at least the start of it and stuff. So it worked and stuff. But yeah, you'll enjoy it. Like I said, any rumors and stuff, bring it in. And I mean, for the most part.
Oh damn, you just took it from me. No.
But for the most part, it worked. For the movie, put it this way, the movie worked. Spider-Man was his own person in this movie. Yeah. Like I said, Stark is in it, but like I said, he's in it and just in kind of like like when you read the comics where it's like the Amazing Spider-Man number 52 with special guest appearance by Tony Stark.
I think, like I said, this movie is
like featuring Tony Stark, and Tony Stark's like in 8 panels in the fucking book.
Like I said, this movie works. It does 4.5, like we both said, because
4.5 out of 5. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be like, it's the greatest. It's like, hey, rare than people.
Rare than ain't the greatest Spider-Man movie, and I think that's up to debate. Note the word, up to debate. I don't think it's one of those things where this is a clear cut winner. I think it's one of those things where you have to debate what was good, because when people do that whole little "it's the greatest everything," they automatically shit on the movie that was already the standard for Spider-Man. That's what I hate about that.
It's cool. That was my thing that I hated when people got on Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's like, I like Jamie Foxx's Electro because it was over the top cheesy. I didn't fucking mind that. You know, people got on Jamie Foxx like, oh, it's bullshit, Itsy Bitsy Spider's Electro. I'm like, come on, dog. Come on.
I'm like, yo,
it's Electro. You had to do something.
You had to do some shit like that. I think, but like I said, I think, we'll get into it more when we finally have like a spoiler one about this or whatever like that. But as far as, like I said, 4.5. So I think anything, because if we get into anything else, we're going to talk about the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
Characters good, villains are good, and like I said, don't be quick. Even though we're saying don't be quick to crown Michael Keaton as the greatest villain, he worked as a villain.
Yeah, so
it wasn't. It put it this way. As long as it wasn't on the level of Ronan and the fucking the elf dude from fucking Thor 2 and shit,
oh god,
you're fine.
You're fine. Yeah, trust me, you're fine.
It was kind of like Zemo level where it's like, I didn't really need him to do anything fucking nuts and crazy.
Of course you didn't.
Just get your plan, do what you gotta do, set your seat on what you were doing, and there. Yeah. And again, I'm a big Zemo supporter, so I'm like, yeah, he accomplished. He broke up the Avengers. Mission accomplished.
Anyway, that's it. So go ahead and watch it.